So, welcome. You mentioned that, we've had some ups and downs lately, but I am excited to work on that together. Are you excited to work together?
Yep. I am.
Okay, so talk to me. What's been going on? And, pass me the VODs, or the SLPs, so we can take a
Yeah,
look at them.
I was wondering what matchup we wanted to look at. Is it Fox? Is that like the most ideal?
I figured you can decide that. So, what matchups do you... I think that it might be good to take a break from the Fox Mirror, personally.
Maybe.
Just to give us something else to chew on. But it's up
Yeah,
to you. What
I'd
do you want to
say
work on?
yeah. Then I have an idea
Okay.
what to pick out here. Yeah, just
Mm-hmm.
do. Yeah.
Okay. So downloading. And what matchup do we have? I'll know in a second.
This is Fox Sheik.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah, I know you're.
Let's get excited to look at Sheik fonts. So who are we playing against today?
This is Ivy, UK Sheik main.
Okay. And Ivy is quite good, I take it.
Yeah, Ivy's good.
Okay, nice.
I'd say so. And I don't know, we're a bit back and forth. I'd say she's a bit better than me at this moment. But sometimes I just get games where I can't do anything, and I don't know whether this is a game where I will just like it's just like stupid decisions and SDs, or if it's a game where you just get consistently owned. But I think that, as I said, like the autopilot and the lunging has a lot to do with it.
Yeah, like that drill right there. Like, this drill to me makes no sense. Like, what are you trying to hit with this?
I'm trying to hit dash in, but there is no dash in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's okay. So we said that would count as a lunge, I think, because it's like we're just trying to like cover an option. That you
Yeah,
can't
it's
really
like
have
a
access to.
full drift in, or like almost full drift in, like thing to just cover a very specific thing, right?
I'd argue this is similar because think about it. Like, you're going all the way forward,
Yeah.
but like why? She left all this.
If
space
I went to
on
ledge, yeah, she can cover that.
Yeah.
Maybe with needles, but that's like.
I feel like she'd have to time the needles though, right? So like
Yeah.
if you go
Yeah.
onto the platform, if you like land on stage
Yeah.
slightly, like you still have counterplay, but like when you just go directly into her, even if you get the edge cancel, like you're still in trouble because she just jumps up and fares either way.
Yeah.
So I think the impression I get is on that recovery, was it because you were aligned for the edge like the illusion cancel, or like
Yeah, I was trying to get the side B edge cancel for sure.
okay.
Yeah, that's not ideal.
Yeah. How did we get hit here? So let's see here. So we're fighting.
I think I just I fly off the stage trying to get the shine bear.
Right, but but we could have just like grabbed the edge here and like we would have been fine. Like if we had just grabbed in here instead, like she's in so much trouble. So I think that what we have here is we have like we're having trouble recognizing what the Sheik's options are in like the different situations and like what spaces that she has control over. So yeah, this is more about like understanding what she can do and like more and how that informs what we're supposed to do. Because I think that like right now what we have like when you're in control and you're playing your game plan, you're doing fine. But what I notice is that when she's doing her game plan, the level of comfort you have is significantly lower.
Yeah, I'd say you kind of hit the nail on the head because I feel like when I'm doing what I want to do, the matchup feels fine, but then I have stretches where I just don't win neutral for like, yeah.
Yeah, and like now here what we're doing is we're just like letting her like hit us with counterattack, like her with her spaced aerials.
Yeah.
Like why would we ever think like at this percent, why would we think that we can like still CC hit? And she's spacing really, really conservatively. Like she's not giving herself an opportunity for like a heavy hit afterwards. So it's just damage we're taking, damage and like some being pushed around with our position. So I don't really see why we need to overreact here, you know?
No. I mean, I think part of it is how like down in stocks I am.
Yeah, the deficit. That makes sense.
Yeah. I think the deficit makes it worse. Like, it makes it slightly better than if it was just like an even game. But I still think I still get your point. Yeah, nice D. Okay. Yeah, it wasn't as bad as I thought, but it still wasn't great. Let's see if I can find another one.
So here's another thing that I'm noticing. So look at how you do the drift on this back air. So after you get this, and you like see that's air dodge.
Yeah.
I feel like by you pulling in so much, you remove your ability.
I removed the ability to like dash attack it or
running shine.
Any sort of follow up. Yeah, running shine, down tilt.
Yeah.
Anything.
I'm thinking that you just shine her off stage because she's used her air dodge, so she doesn't have like she has to up B to come back. We want to like we want to like force her to have to do something that's high commit, and like there's nothing that we can do to Sheik that forces her to be high commit more than like making her up B. So I think that this is like, do you have any more matches that are a little bit more back and forth? Because I think that this is a good starting point.
Yeah. I have a last talk Battlefield game here.
Perfect.
Yeah. To be fair, I found the most lopsided game I could that we played.
Yeah. No, and I get the impulse to like use the most lopsided game, but like a lot of times the most lopsided game is not like the best one like that.
Yeah, it's not the most indicative of what's actually happening.
Yeah. So here's one. So let's take a look at our approach zones from this top platform and where she has access to, because I think this is a good one to like break down, like even just this far in. So you're covering her dashing in basically with this back.
Yep.
In what universe does it ever make sense for her to dash in here? Like, what does she get from dashing in here? Because, like, she can't really... Like, what is she... How can she defend herself? Like, what moves does she want to hit right now?
She wants to get grabbed, first of all. That's number one.
Right.
Up air... up tilt to grab. Yeah, like an anti-air up tilt.
You'll be green.
Maybe, like maybe up air if I'm already high enough up. So you know,
up air does nothing at this. Up air does nothing at this percent.
Really? Can't you get like if I'm dropping down and she reads it? Can't she like up air? I guess I could just shine.
Well, if she up air, the up air grab works. It's just she'd probably just back air because that also does the same thing. Because what you're doing is you're like letting them get hit by the moderate knockback, even though they're at low damage, and then you're letting them land. Like that's how that combo works at this percent. So it doesn't matter what she does really. Like her main moves, though, I think you nailed it on the head. They're like grab. Grab is the big one. Grab is the moneymaker. Yeah. So my question here is, how does her dashing forward into this zone help her get that grab?
I mean. One thing is she can try to, because you see the back air I'm doing here, if she up tilts that, she gets a grab, you know?
Yeah, so why are we doing back air then? Like, what? My question is... Yeah, like, so what I'm saying here is like, okay, so we know that she wants to get grab. She can basically decide to not get hit by aerials a second she goes behind this, like, blue point here.
Yeah, because I can't aerial into under side path there.
Yeah, so like she has like your approach zones fairly restricted here, and I think that like anything that lands kind of within this like area here is gonna get like anything between this gray line to about here, like this purple zone here is basically very grabbable, right? Like, I think we can agree on that, like, with how long her dash grab goes, especially with the amount of travel time from here to here. Like, there's a lot for her to work with here. So, my question here is, why are we even trying to come down on her? Like, what do we get from this back here if we go for it? Because she can also
Best case,
she can also ASDI down on it, right?
yeah, she can. The absolute best case here is that she jumps in, gets back aired, and I get up tilt to start a combo. But that's absolute best case, and it's not gonna happen versus a good player. Like, Sheik has no reason to jump here. Uh, when I'm on top plat, she just can just hide under side plat and wait for me to come down.
Well, the other thing is, I'd actually argue she can jump here if you stay up there. So, like, I don't think that you're in a good spot at all here by being up there.
No.
Because, like, the thing is, like, we've established that you can't really just attack directly here because of this stuff. But what happens if she, from here, goes up here with, like, her back air, right? Or, like, representing back air. If she gets to this spot and wave lands off it, all of a sudden she can just, like, jump up with her double jump back air, right? Like, she has setups that attacks this top platform quite effectively.
And I don't have any proper counterplay to that, like, from that position.
Yeah, like,
I can't shield drop aerial it. I can't really hit her for it. It has to be, like, a super hard read. So I don't think that's,
Yeah, like, you basically would have to attack her, like, here. As she's
I would have to, like, jump down up air or something on the way land.
Or, like, or, like, drop through, like, drill or nair or something. Like, it doesn't really matter what it is. Like, your attacks are faster than hers here. But, except for, like, if she's not attacking, your attacks are quicker than the things she does after landing. But then even this opens up, like, counterplay. Because, like, she could also, it's common for her to also just, like, head over here. Like, for her to head up, like, where is it? Okay, there. Head up, head over this way, and then she can stop any of here depending on how, like, she angles the waveland, right? So if she stops in any of these spots and decides to go for her shield drop game, which she absolutely could, then, like, this aerial is really bad because then she just gets it anyhow, or potentially grabs you. Like, there's so many... This is a really powerful position for Sheik in general, like this box here. And I think that, like, for us not to respect the power of that box, because we want to do a little bit of damage, I think is very dangerous. What would be a simpler, more straightforward play that lets us, like, fight her on the next interaction? Like, instead of, like,
from top plat?
Yeah, recognizing that this position, like, attacking her directly isn't good.
I mean, I'd say dash forward seal drop, so you end up around the purple, on the platform or around the purple dot.
Like here. Yeah. Yeah, or we could even head down to the floor if we wanted. I
meant the floor or side plat, like the purple dot on the ground.
Gotcha.
Like, get from top plat to there or top plat to side plat.
Yeah, so we can, like, just take the ground that she's opened up. The cool thing here is by, like, stopping here, we've also increased our range because we now have, like, this approach line that we have to work with that contests, like, it kind of cuts into her zone and kind of, like, contests it. She's encouraged to put up her back air for it, so we can kind of, like, also do, like, movement baits with it. Like, we can jump forward, pull back, like, we can just keep going forward, we can pull back later. Like, we have ways of, like, encroaching if we want to, but that's the thing, we don't have to. And because of that, we can then see if she makes an overreaction. Or we can just head to the floor safely. There's nothing wrong with that either. Yes?
Yes. I'm inputting information.
Nice.
I'm just thinking about, So that makes sense. She gave up center stage, so, you know, I can just go down with impunity. I think this is a common problem. I've heard Fiction talk about it as well. Like, the if I'm on top plat, I'm looking for a way to get a hit off it rather than a way to get down, right? Same as, like, in a recovery situation where I'm, like, actionable in, like, a parallel to the ledge, let's put it that way. Like, I'm close enough to the ledge where I could, you know, jump aerial or something. I'm more likely to do it rather than focus on just being safe or in the corner. Like, trying to fight myself out of situations where I'm disadvantaged. I think we might have talked about this before, but yeah.
No. This is something that has come up before, but, like, this is a little different because, like, this is happening more in neutral, whereas before it was happening a bit more in, like, during punishment and stuff. The illusion one I think is more that you just got fixated on like a stage feature.
Yeah.
But like, I think that if it's happening in neutral, that's generally like more fixable. Because you're under less pressure when it's happening. So this is just a matter of, like, understanding, like, this is actually a really powerful position for Sheik. We don't want to, like, even as Fox, we can't really just, like, disrespect her zone and attack into her. Like, look at how good she is with this platform. Like, we get back on stage, we're, like, fighting her. Like, even, like, let's say we do that up tilt. We still can't punish afterwards. We're still kind of, like, forced to, like, respect her a little bit. What I don't know is why did we lower our shield? Because I think the shield was a good call there.
I was just, I don't know why I dropped shield.
We can probably write that off as a technical error. Like that.
Yeah, I don't get that. That does not make sense.
Okay.
Because, like, I would have shield dropped her.
Yeah, like you would have done that. So, okay, cool.
Yeah.
So moving on from that, because I'm not going to, if it's just an obvious mistake, I'm not going to, like, dwell on it. So I think this is another thing. So you get onto the platform way too willingly. So, like, when you're pressuring her here, like, why are we going onto this platform? That's the question.
That was just... I'm just trying to cover Sheik out of the platform, or being on the platform, or, like, staying on the platform. I didn't react to the shield drop.
I mean, I don't think it's that you didn't react to it. I think you are trying to, like, cover her going back up there.
Yeah.
But, like... Because she could go, like, let's look at this a little bit more carefully. So she's, like, yeah, she, like, jumped, right? So I think you were trying to, like, hit her for going up there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, oh, yeah. No, that looks way. Yeah, that looks right. Yeah.
But
I mean, is that the worst call? Like, trying to hit her before she can land, like, on the pad?
I mean, it's not terrible, but, like... I think that you're inviting... I think that at 124, what you're doing is you're allowing her to get aerials, right? So you're allowing her to hit you with the things that are most likely to kill you. That I think is worth investigating, because I actually think it's less bad to be grabbed at this percent. Because you have the option to, like, roll away and tech roll away and look for, like, edge slip-offs and stuff with the trajectory DI. But, like, and things like that. But, like, if you at this percent if you just get hit in the air, like, you just die. So, I'm wondering if there's, like... I'm wondering if this is mismatched for the percent she's at. And sorry,
that might be right. This might be more of a mid-percent thing than a 124. If I get shit or fair, I will die. You know.
The other thing I'd comment on is, like, if one of Fox's perks is he's one of the better characters at pressuring, like, Sheik when she's on shield drop stance. Like, so after
what do you mean, like with short up air, or
short up air into up tilt, short up air into like dash stance, going up onto, like, delay aerial shine onto the platform, like the Moki, like, near thing. Like, he's got a lot of tools for, like, actually attacking her there, which most characters just don't have. So I think that, like, maybe it's not so bad if she's up there. Like, we can also just do the leffen and get under her and up tilt, you know?
Yeah, I don't really do that. It's more so, like, I think most of my anti-shield drop is, like, based on playing versus Marth, which is, like, you know, CC or whatever, right? Like, hold down. Versus Sheik, it's not as effective. I think just up tilt, under where, like, like in that spot, for example, would be better. Like, so, if I get ready to turn around up tilt there instead of back airing.
So the one thing I would comment here, this is a very small thing, but, like, it really does make a difference to either be, like, slightly over here, so you don't get hit by the needles at all, or to be facing the right way, so the back air comes out, like, higher relative to her. So, like, if you're flipped around, then this hits her, and if you're over here, it hits her. This is just a minor positional thing, but, like, you see what I mean? Like, beating Sheik is a lot of minor positional things. Because, like, you want to either be, like, if you're over here, this works, like, that's a yes. And then if we, like, flip ourselves around, that also works. Because then your back air hits here versus, like, here, and you're not away from, like, you're away from the needles. But, like, minor thing. This is also why I like up air in general against her. because it's just like it cuts right into this all this nonsense. But
yeah, it doesn't. You don't need to position yourself.
What on earth just happened?
What? Okay, we're back. But no, what?
Okay, that was probably just some rollback.
Yeah.
That's wacky.
Strange.
New meta.
Yeah, I can guarantee you that did not happen in the game.
So, okay, so talk to me about this. So we shine here, we see Sheik jumping. Okay, so I think we kind of autopilot this, like, waveland into her, right? Because she's just, like, in back air position.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah.
We're having problems with, like, we're having problems covering her low recovery.
Yeah. Just didn't get ledge. Should have jumped faster, I think. Jump, like, sooner.
I think we didn't have to necessarily, like, with how low she went, I feel like we didn't have to go for the shine, you know what I mean?
No.
Like, if
I didn't know she would go that low when I could just double jump here.
Yeah, like, if she's so low that we can't hit her with the shine anyway, then, like, this could have been double jump, like, or, like, illusion edge grab, or, like, double jump up B up grab. Like, there's a lot of ways to do this here, but, like, she's so far down that we can't hit her anymore. So this is recognizing distance.
Yeah. I mean, it's also trying to cover early double jump, but, yeah.
Well, okay, so know what? This is, like, a kind of important thing. So I would say here, at what, like, it's at about here, right? That she's no longer able to get back with her double jump. So I would say this is kind of like the magic distance to measure then.
Right.
Like, if she, as you are falling from here to, like, the ledge grab line, this is where you do your measurement.
Right. Because the jump is kind of what I want to do, right? The first jump is correct, but it's what's after the first jump that's the problem, right?
Yeah, so the question here is, can she grab edge with double jump? Because this is really, like, because this is where you measure that. Because, like, if she can't, then you just fall to the edge and, like, edge grab, and then just do your thing. If she can, then you still have a need for the shine and stuff. But, like, if she can't, at this point, like, as you're falling from here, from here to here, then that's how you know. And I think this applies to basically every character, right? Every character with a single recovery double jump. Because, like, if you're falling from here to here, and they can't grab the edge with their double jump, then, like, yeah, you just grab edge. But if they can, then that's when you have to actually fight them.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah, because what we're really trying to do is we're trying to find ways of, like, understanding their options relative to ours, so we can pick the right one, and so we can, like, make this simple, because we don't want to have, like, a million rules for a million characters. We want to have, like, as few as possible.
Right, that's the problem. That's too much.
Right, but, like,
I was thinking about it, like, I can't remember, like, a bajillion things for every character all the time.
But this is very universal. That's why this is good.
Yeah,
like,
if they're, like, getting, like, recognizing how low they are. Yeah, I think I struggle with that versus Marth as well. A lot of the time he can jump back when I think he has started B, or side B.
So why have I stopped here? What should we be doing here?
We should be good question. Can we get a slide off this?
We can, but, like, we probably can, but I'm thinking something much simpler.
Something much simpler. Is it the mistech?
You have mistech, right?
Yeah.
I'm thinking the second you see somebody covering your mistech with jump up here.
Oh yeah, get up attack.
Yeah, because you're late on it, but, like, we need to get faster at recognizing that, because that is one of the number one ways out. Because when they commit to that jump, they can no longer shield or crouch, so get up attack is a problem.
They can't deal with get up attack anymore. It's suddenly, like, the best option. That makes sense. Yeah, I haven't thought of it like that. I mean, I haven't thought of it like that consciously. Subconsciously, obviously, it's like, you know.
Yeah, so let's
press A. They jump at you. You press A, right? Like, but I haven't thought about it in a way that I need to be faster at doing it or faster at recognizing it. Because when it's a subconscious thing, I feel like it's harder to instantly like recognize the need for the get up attack.
Yeah, here's another one. So when you see her shield here, so like right here. Okay, so she shielded before you got up, but if you see somebody's shield here, what do you think you do?
Think there are like several ways. I'd say get away, like roll away or something. It's hard for Sheik to cover the roll away when she's putting up shield, right? Like
it's hard for anyone to cover roll away when they put up shield. Like it's roll. You either roll away or you roll through them, but you roll either way because exactly like you said, they have to react to the roll, which takes time.
Yeah. The
shield the reason I like rolling into them is because the shield kind of hides what you're doing for a bit.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool. Like is it a get up attack? Is it a shield? Like is it a roll? Who knows? And the wave dash takes at least 13 frames plus whatever it takes them for the reaction and 8 for the grab, right? So
yeah, grab or dash attack or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's say it's grab just because it's simple.
Yeah.
So it's
it's 12%, right?
Yeah. So it's like 20 plus 1 for the turn because it would be turn grab. That means missed tech rolls are only require 35 frames of cooldown. Like they're not 40 like normal tech rolls. So because no tech roll is 5 frames shorter, if they have standard human reaction time at 15, they don't actually get there in time. So and that's assuming that they like react to the visual stimulus within time, like on time, in a spot where we're like deliberately obscuring it by moving into them. So this is why like the second you see this shield, you have to be playing to that limitation.
Right.
I know that it came later, but like that's another way that we can use like the limitations of what our opponent has done against them. Like here's another one. So like I know we're doing a lot of micro, but the idea here is I want us to be focusing on what are the limitations of what the Sheik is incurring by doing these things, right?
Right.
So what's something that the Sheik can't do anymore, and how does that change our like decision making?
Yeah, exactly. And that's like percent and position and move based, right? Yeah.
So so what's something we could do here that would be really, really good?
Something we could do here is jump to top lat.
Why would we want to jump to top lat?
She can't follow it.
Well, she can't follow us if we just run off the side over here, though.
Oh, yeah, I mean, yeah. Yeah.
And then we're on the ground instead of above her. Like...
Yeah, then we're on the ground. I mean, it would be harder for her to chase us on top lat, but yeah, getting to the ground is a way more. I'd say you incur that risk. It's worth it.
Yeah. So so what she can't do here is dash.
Yeah.
So no dash. So that
we talked about this in the shielding lesson. Like the benefits of getting your opponent in shield, right? But I feel like when I play versus Sheik, it's just her shield feels so oppressive, right? Compared to even like Fox, I'd say, like just because of her aerial range and her nair being, gigantic and active for half a second. So, and also, she's really hard to shield poke. So, but yeah, it makes sense. She does lock herself down.
Who gets to the ground first?
Me.
Okay, so what happens if we both like drop through the platform here at the same time?
Well, she's in the air and I'm on the ground. So, up tilt.
Well, what if what if we crouch here first? So we get to the ground first. So if we crouch and up smash.
Yeah. Oh, she dies.
Yeah. So like what I'm getting at is like we have a way down here, we have a way down here, we have a way down here that beats hers, assuming we go at the same time. I would say like another thing that we have to consider here is like she probably is at high percent. She wants us to aerial her shield, right? What's another way that we can get down that allows us to like bait her? Because we know that she's probably in a reactive role by doing this shield. So what's something that we could do to like make sure that she holds this, and then lets us get to the ground even faster?
Interesting.
We're thinking baits.
Baits. There was one option that came to my mind, but it might be a little bit weird and niche. Shield drop up air, so only the first hit hits, and then you crouch and she tries to punish.
Okay, so like we shield drop this way, first
shield
hit
drop
hits
that
here.
way with first hit hits and second hit doesn't hit. And it doesn't it's presumably it won't shield poke because it's Sheik, and then also presumably she will shield drop after it.
Okay, so I have an idea that's similar to that, but we just don't do the up air. Like we don't do the up air, but we still threaten her.
Yeah, you shield drop into her shield drop space.
Or we could short hop.
And then drop through.
Yeah, short hop, fast fall, drop through.
Yeah. Right.
Like we start like that, boom, and then we crouch here.
Oh yeah, that makes sense with what you said, being like she wants aerials on her shield when I'm in this position.
Well, and the nice thing here is
me short upping that gives her stimuli to.
Yeah, we're telling her like get ready, and then we're like never mind, change her mind.
That's gotta be annoying.
It's a Moki. Like I've seen Moki and Cody like get that kill on Jmook a few times, like Jmook and Spark and company a few times. It's really good because again, like we're queuing to Sheik. The thing about Sheik is we want to give her bad information as much as possible because like she does have powerful counter hits, but she still commits when she does them. So it's like the more that we can give her like bunk information and like mix it up with good information, that's the better. The other cool thing here is that like that short hop mixes up into like if we wanted to like stay on the platform and attack her, we also have a decision point here where we could like potentially low nair into shine, or like low nair into jab and then up smash her if she shield drops. Like we have so many like ways of like potentially like killing her here off that short hop that like it's not just the fact that we can bait her and go under her, because we still have like primary offense lines that deal with her here. So like we're creating like a really rich threat system, and it all preys off how she's decided to like she doesn't have instant attacks out of this shield other than her grab or her aerials, but if we're short hopping anyway and she's like dropping through, we sometimes just hop over them anyhow. If she back airs here, like her back air hits like that, like we go over that, she has to like fair or up air, but that's so scary here. I don't know. There's like a lot going on here, but we're basically
there is a lot going on, and especially when you told me that like side plats isn't necessarily the greatest position. Like I'm going to plats too much, right? Like
I would say so. Let's actually talk about the purpose of the top plat here. Is there a reason to use the top plat here in your opinion?
I think you can. All right. I think you can go up to top plat to bait the Sheik into doing something, and then go back and shoot it up down to center stage, shoot a fast fall. Center stage.
Yeah, like I'm thinking we could like run off, double jump, waveland back, and like falling, like space the back air or something, like kind of like coming out like this way and like hit the tip. We might be able to like get an edge cancel thing here too. It feels a little fancy for me, so I'm not sure I love it, but like there's definitely things we can do with the top platform. Like I think one of the really cool things about Fox is just how many because of his movement, how many angles he can produce here. And I think that really it's not just that there's no dash. She's really confined herself, she's really confined her movement pathways. So the reason I'm pointing out all these ways of like kind of working like around her tools is because this is kind of the weakness that she has incurred by being here. Her ability to she can still do her attacks. She can still execute them, but the degree to which that she can place her attacks is what has been restricted. So it's really not so much no dash, it's more like reduced mobility. So, like, with that in mind, I think the name of the game when we're seeing a Sheik here is how do we like prey on this reduced mobility as much as possible? Because understanding that like some of her counterattack properties, like her shield drop and whatever, are going to be buffed. What do we have that like makes up for that instead? And it's usually like a question of what positional things can I exploit here?
Right.
So this is just not us establishing dash dance at the right spot. So like talk me through like this range here. So what range do you think you want to be at Sheik, like with Sheik when you're like fighting on the ground?
I've heard that dash dancing far away is not bad, right? It's not like because she can't like outside of her burst range. The only problem is that you don't necessarily make her do anything.
Yeah, which is exactly what happened here.
Yeah, I didn't make her do anything, and I was reading that she would do anything, and she just didn't buy it.
Yeah, so let's talk about ranges and our different goals of them, because I think that this is a pretty big concept. So, we have this going on. Let's say... Yeah, this is a good picture, actually. So I want to know, if you had to like walk me through what I do at my different ranges in this matchup, what would you say I am trying, like what would you say is a good starting point? Like at this, let's say Fox just started his dash here. So this is his like starting point, so this would be his 1. What is a good thing for him to generally do, and what is he trying to look for?
I mean, there's the classic anti-Sheik, which has been like parroted around the 1-2 the 1-2-1. Like dash in, dash out, dash in again with an option, like no reaction. Like you don't let Sheik have time to react, basically. You know what I mean? Like with Shine or Nair or any option really to just punish, because you can't like fully whiff punish her, you know, F tilt and up tilt and moves like I don't think you can like fully whiff punish. I mean, at least not with grab. You might be able to whiff punish it with Shine.
How long do you think her like moves have cool? How much cooldown do you think her moves have?
I mean, F tilt's frame 5.
5 through 9. What frame do you think it ends? 9. What frame do you think it ends?
Frame 16.
It's 26.
Oh shit. Okay. Got that.
Yeah, like it interrupts on 27 onwards, but like so it's 29 frames, but like it interrupts on 26 onward. Like it interrupts
way
after
longer than I thought it was.
Yeah, there's almost like 17 frames of cooldown.
God, that sucks.
I mean, like to be fair, that's only like one more than Fox, like 1 or 2 more. That's I think 1 more than Fox up tilt. But like we whiff punish Fox up tilt. So, like, we could definitely we definitely can whiff punish this. Like, it is a longer move, but it's also a frame laggier. Like, this is totally doable.
Right.
So this is good. This means that that we simply have a misunderstanding about what is and is not possible. Like, that is actually, that's actually a relief, because it's like, cool. So this explains a lot. So would I be correct in assuming that the reason you're kind of operating over here is because you're thinking that the main one of the big openings you want to work for is her running all the way over with her boost grab.
Yeah, and then like getting a drill or, you know, stuffing with an up tilt or something, right? Like, yeah, that is the main idea. That's why I'm not interface for sure.
Gotcha. But we also can recognize that boost grab doesn't hit until, like, here, right? Because it's only active for 2 frames? Because, like, her active frame, like, boost grab is only active on her dash grabs, like, hitbox frames. But, like, she spends, like, 4 dashing, then she spends the dash attack startup, and then she has the actual grab, which is grab startup. Then she goes it. So it doesn't hit until it's all the way over here. So I would argue that, like, the real spot you want to dash dance, if we think about it, like, it's really between here where you can sit like with the beginning of the
Yeah.
boost grab hit range, and here where you can like still punish the forward tilt and stuff.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Sheik's threat range, like dash attack, is long or dash boost grab, but yeah, it's a kind of blind spot in there. That makes sense.
Yeah, she's like, honestly, so this will sound weird, but like a lot of spacing in Sheik is similar to spacing versus Falcon. Because like
Versus Falcon.
yeah, because you have this.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you're seeing it, right? Because you have this really powerful footsie tool that's like footsie suite, like in her Nair and stuff. That's like you kind of have to respect, but like then further out from that, once you're outside of that zone, if you keep going away from it, eventually you get to like this super scary overshoot territory.
Yeah, that's the Falcon Nair zone.
Yeah, like this is
yeah.
like this is all Falcon Nair, and then over here this is the knee, this is the down, this is the missile zone. Like
yeah, right. That's the missile zone.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So the same ideas that you use versus like Falcon. Like, what is another character that you think follows this kind of rule? Because like, there's a like we're thinking that like we need to make this more universal. So who else kind of has like a blind spot here because of like their reliance on?
Let's think about it. Okay, so it's not. I'm doing process of elimination because that works for me. It's not Marth because that where Fox is right there. That's his money zone. That's where he wants Fox to be.
Marth cheats
like in the mid range.
Marth cheats. Like that's well established. Okay, not him. Moving
Falco.
on. I don't think Falco really counts for this.
I don't think Falco counts because he can like kind of cover everything and kind of not, it's weird. He's weird. He's different than anyone else.
Well, it's just the laser covers like the entire horizontal range, so like you can't technically like there isn't a space per se that's like technically safe from him.
It's more so timings and spots and you know about Falco.
Best overshoot is also best undershoot. Not what? Like that's really good.
Fox also. Fox could be, because of over there you have the running shine range and the.
But he can also just like rising. But he can also like drill at any point though, right? Like
drill... he can drill at any point. Yeah, that's right. So not Marth, no Falco, no Fox. Not Puff. Because Puff doesn't get in there.
Would you like a clue?
Is this Ices?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That makes sense. Yeah, that's the money zone versus Ices for sure. Yeah, you don't want to be up in their face because grab and down smash and then...
Would you like a clue on?
I don't care.
They're not the only ones though. There's more. Keep going.
There's more. I mean, Pikachu in a way. Because Pikachu has like up air in the same spot, like backwards facing up air in the same spot as Sheik has, and the overshoot Nair. But if you stay out of that, you can usually stuff the Nair.
True. Yeah. I would say he's like a softer example, but it works, but like it's a bit of a softer example for me. So I would say what we're looking for characters who either have a pause when they're here, who have options here, like instant options in this spot, but have a pause when they're moving outwards. So
also Luigi. If we're talking Ices, we're talking Luigi for sure.
I would say any wave dash character.
Any wave dash character, which there
Samus?
aren't actually. Yeah, Samus, Doc, Luigi, Ices,
Mario, yeah.
Mewtwo. Mewtwo's kind of debatable because wave dash down tilt is so strong. It kind of covers that spot,
but he doesn't cover it doesn't cover this zone though. It covers here and it covers here, but like it doesn't cover here because this would be in place. Right. This is wave dash, but like not this pocket. This is also why Samus is subject to this because Samus covers like this spot here, and then covers this spot over here. The only thing that hits this is her dash attack, which is super risky. We could also probably include. God, who else? What do you think about? Is there anyone else who really fights with their tilts? I think we've covered that. Let me look at this.
I mean, yeah, but which down tilt is
Yoshi. Kind of.
Yeah.
Right?
Yoshi's weird. Yoshi is weird.
But like, you see what I'm saying? Like, because he can down
I'm
tilt.
see what you're saying. There's a lot of characters, but I especially see that. Let's just say like wave dash and overshoot characters. Let's call them that. Like Sheik and Falcon. They're most hurt by this. So that's like the general idea. If I'm playing an overshoot character or wave dash character, I need to be cognizant of like immediate burst zone and the overshoot zone.
Yeah. And I would still say this applies to Marth somewhat. Like, we'd have to change like the spacing a bit. Like, Marth would have to be further back here probably.
Yeah.
Because then we're...
Yeah, definitely.
But it still applies to him in some capacity. It's just that because of his sword disjoint and the sweeping arcs of his fair and stuff, like, he just happens to have more counterplay to this, like, to this kind of spatial strategy, which is why, like, which is why I think in this spot against Marth, we kind of have, and Fox to some degree, we kind of have to use our full hops and such, because...
Yeah, I mean, I think from what I've gathered versus Marth, like, Marth kind of just... He really loses the scramble game a lot to Fox, right? Like, and you want to stay further away so you can get into scramble zone and start winning, right?
Yeah, I think
which I guess might be what we're trying to do here as well.
No, like, like what this is doing is this is like standardizing how we can approach matchups by adding a structure.
I really like that. I like you kind of took me for a ride here. This is nice.
Really? I do my best to impress, but like, and the cool thing here is like I think one of these days what we might want to talk about is like advantage state and like how we can like play for like how we can kind of like quickly assess like what different characters' strengths and weaknesses are. And, like, play for, like, advantage states that maybe make a little more sense for us. Because I think that, like, the more we improve your basics on things like sharking and, like, knowing when to put them in knockdown, when we want them off stage, like, what's, like, when we're trying to be in the damage building phase and when we're not, like, I think those are the types of things that will help us a lot across the board. In the same way that, like, kind of having a quick and dirty spacing method gives us, like, some ideas on how we can approach, like, the footsie game against these characters. I'd actually say that, like, that zone, like, the burst zone thing, does apply to Falco. It's just that we have to, like, remember that the laser always trumps us if we retreat on it. So we have to, like, once we're in that, once we're in the mid-range zone, and I would say his burst options are, like, really just his, like, approaching, short hop. I'd say that it applies more versus Falco when his back's to us. Because, like, that's, like, the back or up tilt wall. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, up tilt and back air in that zone.
Yeah, and then his burst options forward would be like when he actually just turns around and like, you know, comes forward with the aerial. So that's kind of the trade-off.
Yeah.
So, with that in mind, how do you feel about to go like I know that we've like looked at this match. Would you be up for like going on unranked and like seeing if we can queue into someone and try this? Okay, yeah. I like that idea. So let's close out of this, and then I will stop streaming, and then you will. Yeah, we'll spectate.
You have my spectate broadcast code, right?
Well, we always have to use mine, but like I've got it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send it through. Perfect. Because this feels good. I'm glad we kind of went in this direction today. This feels very, very good. I'm happy with this.
Yeah. Yeah, I think generalizing, because I start to get really flustered by how much there is to remember and do for every matchup. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh no, absolutely. Like the reason I kind of like created so many like broad models for understanding this game was because I was like, okay, this game is like Pokemon. There's like a lot in here. And if I try to, like, focus on the micro of, like, every single option that somebody can have, like, I'm going to get lost. So I need, like, a way to organize ideas and strategies into something that makes sense and that allows me to, like, chunk information effectively. So then I came up with, like, a bunch of stuff, and, yeah. I'm very lazy. I hate, like, thinking. So with Luigi, like, what's the... Luigi, I think, is straightforward. Like, we're really just, like, playing outside the forward tilt kind of zone, and then, like punishing his burst options, right?
Yep.
Cool. So let's see if we can apply this like to him and torture this poor this poor Luigi player. This poor clown. This evil clown. So that one I would say we were too close. Or maybe we needed to like full hop? I don't know.
We might have needed to full hop.
Remember, we can just like make him crash into his up tilt. There's nothing like crash into our up tilt too. Like instead of shielding after we land with the back air, if we think he'll wave dash into us, we can just throw around an up tilt.
You're right.
Remember, we want to be close enough so that he doesn't feel comfortable just like whiffing forward tilt, like his like normal forward tilt. Yeah. Exactly. We want to make it like look like he can hit us and then like he can't ever because like we're Fox and he's Luigi, but like he doesn't know that.
Oh, okay. I thought I was just dead.
Okay, that was pretty cool by him. Try like drill up tilt like sometimes on some of these ones.
Too early.
So the cool thing is like if you up tilt his shield and you just like up tilt or shine again, it actually beats his wave dash out.
That's funny.
Yeah. Well, think about it. Like, can you wave dash out a shield shine between like Fox up tilt shine? No. So
No.
Why would he be able to? He doesn't even. He's Luigi. Oh, that was good by him. Good for him. Luigi going the distance.
Yeah.
Oh, you can.
He
drill
went
him.
further than I thought. I thought he would just end up like here.
You can drill him, by the way, like when he's recovering.
Oh, I don't really do that.
No, but like you're back airing him like away. But like if you drill him down like and away from the stage, like who cares like what he does? Like it's not it's situational, but there's been a few where he's like just recovering really close to the ledge, and it's just like yeah, we can just hit him.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Whoever this Luigi is, they're pretty good. Like I don't mind saying that they're like doing better than I thought they would. And their plays are not bad.
A lot of down B.
That's true.
I should have up tilted on the second to last one.
Try to look for the up smash after like the back air. Like a lot of time, like drift into him and like look for the follow up, because like a lot of times you're doing it like very spaced, but like the thing is, whether you like if you hit or not, like it doesn't matter if you're doing it into him or not. It only matters if you don't hit him or if you like hit his shield. But a lot of these look like you're pretty confident that they're gonna happen.
Yeah. Yeah, we talked about that with the Sheik, where I was drifting away when I was like relatively sure that I was gonna hit. I just didn't get anything off it.
Yeah. Nice.
Okay.
Back throw down smash. Sunsei. The Luigi.
I don't want to see that.
I think his Luigi low-key would be fire, but like I'd also don't ever want to know it exists. Like that's a secret, that's a Canadian secret that I can live without knowing.
Okay. I haven't really thought about that full drift in back air, but it's actually pretty nice. Just because like I've been so focused on like spacing doing this just fell right out of my like vocabulary, so to speak.
And it fell out of your life, but you know what? You found it again. You found love again in a slippery place.
In a Luigi.
Alright. So this guy is like goofing off.
Yeah.
We don't have to when he jumps above us with that stuff, like we don't have to tolerate that. We can just like up tilt.
Yeah. Keeps going for those. That makes the whole spacing thing more annoying. It's not a good move, but it's annoying when I'm trying to do something
No,
specific.
no, just attack more. Like, honestly, if he's doing that, just swing more.
Yeah.
Like, either he will understand and, like, either he will get it and, like, stop, or he will get hit by your better moves.
Yeah, because I think, yeah, if I'm attacking more, I just beat this guy pretty bad.
Yeah, so attack more. Like, just get into the position more aggressively and attack more. Like,
You're right.
Yeah, like, you know what? Sometimes simple problems have simple solutions. We don't have to overcomplicate. If he's doing bad moves, like, we'll hit him with our better moves. Like, totally fine. The only reason we, like, hold back is because, like, what if he does his good moves? But if he's not doing them, like, okay, that's his decision. We don't need to be fancy. We just grab edge and, like, kill him.
Okay.
Or, like, up smash him. It doesn't matter. Nice. Wow, you had such good control on that. That was sick.
Yeah, I did claw.
Ah.
Okay.
You can also spot dodge that, like, down B, I swear.
Yeah, I mean it is easy to beat. It beats not doing a move and trying to look for, stuff.
It beats like, you know what? It's kind of like it's jank, but like it has a purpose. Like it's not that it's bad, but like at least it does something useful. I do think that it's like one of his better out of shield options in some ways, but the world isn't ready for that conversation.
Oh no, it definitely is.
Cause like like it hits on 10, I think. Hits on 10 and moves him. Like a lot of like what modern like a lot of like pressure, like shield pressure is just based around like being in like the safe zone and like not getting hit by like the nonsense. So like this gives you nonsense to like aim at the opponent. Oh, I love how you went under him. All right, one more with this guy.
One more with this guy.
Close out. Where are we going?
Okay, FD.
F Dizzle, let's go. Let's roll away from the like the evil like wave dash character when we're like right below him. Cause what is he gonna do like to like chase us, right?
What did you say?
Oh, like when we're in knockdown and he's like falling on us, let's just roll away, like tech roll away. Because what's he gonna do? Like he has to read that with waveland basically.
What? I in no world do I think that snaps. Whatever.
You know what? These things happen. It is Super Smash Brothers Melee. This game is held together with horse glue and vibes, so it's fine. I remember back in the Dark Ages when we had to rub Pikachus together for electricity. It was a different time back then in, like, you know, the Mesozoic area. It was just me, Hugs, and Ziff. Yeah.
I'm intrigued by you talking about drilling Luigi's recovery. It's interesting.
It's more just like when he like air dodges up near like the stage, and he's like still off stage a bit. You can just like push him below again, like off ledge hop instead of back airing him. It's really nice.
Oh yeah, off ledge hop.
Yeah, it's really nice, especially at like low percents, because like you don't have to like worry about like, you know, is he gonna nair out and stuff like that, like because he's at low. You just get to like murder him. I think you're trying to be a little too cute with your up airs. I think that on characters like that are big like Luigi, it's okay if you just like do the like the rising ones. You don't have to do like falling everything. Cuz he's big, right? Like
oh, yeah.
Imagine being a character that doesn't have a throw kill on Fox on FD and being like, yeah, my character's playable.
Yeah.
That isn't like Falco.
That looks rough.
That, like, I think gave me depression. But then I remembered it was Luigi, so then I became happy. Oh, I would have dash attacked. I would have been so greedy. Because, like, what's he going to do? Like, is he not going to fall to edge? Like, are we... Nice. Jab. We've got to hit him with the leffen. Hit him with the leffen for the culture. No.
For the culture. I live. No!
No, the culture! No, we got this. Oh. Oh, okay, he's holding down.
Oh, that was smart, actually. Because I was trying to read his jump, and then he canceled his jump startup with the down B. Wow. This is getting stupid. Okay.
All right, so the only key takeaway I would say that we have like here is just kind of like continuing to like work on key takeaways. I would say that like the bear into opponent to look for conversions. I'm gonna do bear and nair into opponent to look for conversions. To look for conversions off them when confident they'll hit. The other thing I'd say is, like, it's okay to do that in shield pressure, too, because it just means that we're, like, preparing that we're accepting that we're going to play the frame trap with shines and stuff afterwards. Like, it's not like those moves are bad. It's just, like, it's just we were exploring a different type of pressure. So if you're noticing that, like, you're pulling away too much, we might want to think about reintegrating the more aggressive, like, aerial shine versions, so we can figure out the balance of, like, when the two fit together. So might be do mix-ups between in range versus out range shield aerial shield pressure spacings. And then the other thing I would say here is just like continue to work on and practice holding and operating establishing and operating out of the wave dash / overshoot aerial overshoot footsie range. Yeah, and I think that those three should give you lots to sink your teeth into. But if you ever need more, just we talk, message me. Well, I'm sure I can cook up something. Sound good? All right, are you?
That sounds great.
Okay, good. Because I was worried for a second, but I do have someone at 4, so I gotta let you go. But we'll talk soon, and every time I see your Fox, it looks better. So like, let's keep up this momentum going, and I can't wait to see what you come up with next. We'll talk soon.
Yep. See ya.